Hello, it's Chase, and today on my channel I will be doing a story time video with my friend Alyssa about a time that we got kicked out of Pacsun for literally no reason. This story takes place around December of 2015, and me, my friend Alyssa, and this guy Manny were all at this outdoor shopping mall, and we were at this store called Pacsun, and this girl that works there doesn't really like me that much from past experiences because I know a few of her friends and I'm not friends with those people anymore, and she just doesn't really like me. As soon as I come into the store with two other people, she just all of a sudden gets angry, like she doesn't want me there. And yeah, I mean, you can't just kick someone out of a store like literally just walking in. So me and Alyssa, we walked around, we were picking out clothes to try on, and when we went to the dressing room to try them on, maybe like 5 minutes into it, she came up to us, knocked on the dressing room door, and was like, I'm gonna need you to leave the store. I don't feel comfortable with you being here. And me and Alyssa, we were just like, okay, well, you can't like we're doing nothing wrong. Like, you can't kick us out of a store because you don't want us here. Like, you can't just do that. And so she was just like having a little attitude, and I was having an attitude with her. Like, I really don't care. And it's not like we were like stealing or like whatever. We were just trying on clothes. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And she tried to make this whole big deal about how it wasn't because she doesn't like me and whatever, but it's obvious that's what it's about. So me and Alyssa, we are waiting on Manny to stop trying on clothes, and Manny is taking pictures, trying on clothes. Alyssa's taking pictures, I'm trying to take pictures, like everyone's like doing stuff, and she's just like, okay, you need to leave. Like, no, we're not gonna freaking leave. Like, no, I'm not leaving. Like, we didn't do anything. So everyone's like trying on something or doing something, and we're just like sitting here. We don't care that she told us to leave. We're still like in the store. Like, you can't do that. So she comes back maybe like 5 minutes later, and she's just like, okay, I asked you once nicely, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna stop you there because you didn't ask nicely. You're actually a bitch about it, and you're like, you always have something to say to me. I don't care if you don't like me, if you like just have something against me. Like, I don't care. You're like 18. I was 14 at the time. Alyssa, same. Like, she was 14. So like, we're younger. Like, she had something against like a younger person. Like, you're fighting with a 14-year-old. So, and you're 18. You're an adult. Okay, but sooner than later, we obviously leave the store. Like, we're not gonna just stay in there and be like, being rude and just like staying in there to make her mad because it's immature and stupid. And like, we don't want to stay in the same store all night, obviously. So we start to walk out, and well, me and Alyssa start to walk out. Manny is like kind of still doing his thing in the dressing room because technically she just wanted me to get out. But Alyssa and me are walking out, and we have to wait for Manny, so like, we're not gonna leave him. Like, we came there with him, so we are just waiting for him outside the store. And I tried to go back in the store to like, hurry up Manny. She locked the door. She locked the door on me because she knew I was waiting outside for him, and she probably knew that I was gonna come back inside and like try to get him. The store wasn't closed. It was like, the store closed at 9. It was maybe like 8:40. Like, there's people still in the store. Like, how you can't lock the door. So I'm like knocking on the door, and she's just sitting there like typing in her phone and like doing whatever she is doing. And I look at Manny because I can see him through the door, and I'm just like telling him to come on. And he's just like not getting the memo fully or something. So this girl walks out the store, unlocks the door, walks out, and she's like, I'm going to call the police if you don't leave the store. I'm like, I'm outside. Like, I'm waiting for my friend. Like, I'm outside the store. You can't do anything about that. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. So, like, call the cops. like do it. Like they're gonna look you in the face and laugh at you because I'm literally doing nothing. So Manny is finally coming out of the store, and this lady that works there finally goes back in, and she's like waiting for Manny to come out because the stores are closing. It's 9 almost, and you know, whatever, he's still doing his thing. I honestly don't know what he's doing at this point. So he comes out finally, and we're just sitting on the bench and we're like talking, and then like out of nowhere, we get a text from Alyssa's mom. She's having drinks with friends at Bonefish, and that's at the same mall, so it's literally like walking distance. And we walk over there, and this is where the story gets good. So we walk over there, and like I said, she's having drinks with friends, and she knows a lot of people that like work and like the stores and stuff at the mall. And so when we get there, I start telling the whole story, and Alyssa's just kind of putting her input on it and stuff. So a guy that she, like one of the guys that she's having drinks with, she's having drinks with a whole bunch of people, is the area supervisor in Florida of Pacsun. And we're like, we didn't know at first, like we didn't know like who she was having drinks with. All I knew is she was having drinks with friends. So when we get there and we tell this whole story in front of the area supervisor, he like instantly, he's just like, oh, okay, like the Lakeland, like the one right there, that Pacsun. And we're like, yeah. So he pulls out his phone, calls the manager of this store, and it's just like, listen, like he has it on speaker and everything. I'm sitting right in front of him. He's like, okay, listen, one of your employees, and I like gave him the name, but I can't remember the name. That was like months ago. But he's like, okay, so blank, this employee is just like totally like not doing her job right, and I don't think that our store should be represented with, you know, someone like her or whatever. I don't know. I don't really remember the whole situation, the whole like conversation. But anyways, long story short, he calls the manager. The manager goes to work the next day, and she goes to work the next day, and he fires her for not doing her job right. Like she's, how are you going to like do that to a 14-year-old that's literally doing nothing? Like we're, for all you know, we were literally trying to buy from your store. Like we weren't, we were just trying on stuff, but like you don't know that. We could have been buying something or trying to buy something, and you don't like me, so you're gonna try and kick me out of your store. Okay, real mature. Okay. So like this girl is fired now. Like no job. And you know, I'm just thinking like she's obviously not good in retail. So maybe you should go get a job at like McDonald's or something, because like you don't belong in retail or whatever you were trying to do. Or, oh, okay, maybe even better, go work at Crystal Burger, okay, sweetheart? Like, you don't belong in retail if you're gonna sit here and like, you need to get out of my store. I don't like you. Like, it's, okay, no, that's not how it works. Like, that's, no. Okay, guys. Well, that was my first story time on this channel. How I got someone fired from Pacsun because they wanted to be a dumbass bitch. So, whatever. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, subscribe, like, comment, and make sure that you leave comments below on video requests or something. So yeah, I'll see you next week.